Hello, welcome to our frequently asked information video linking to our parent forum in school. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm Mrs. Stewart, the head teacher.
I'm Mrs. Williams, the deputy head.
And many of you will have seen our previous videos during the pandemic where we've tried to produce a termly update on questions that we're regularly being asked or things that we think from a school's perspective it'd be handy for you to know, and to try to explain some of the decisions and things that we do in school as we move through our term and year together. We've had lots of positive feedback about our videos in the past, and we hope that this is a good vehicle in responding to frequently asked questions that you may have. In preparing for the message, we did gather a lot of different numbers of areas together, so it's quite a lengthy video today. We hope that the detail we go into is helpful, and thank you for the feedback from newsletters and canvassing for ideas for the video. We do hope you find the following information useful. One of the many areas in school that we'd like to thank you for in your patience and understanding has been the variety of different measures we've had to have in place during the pandemic. As we all get used to adjusting to living with COVID-19, both nationally and locally, we are keen to adjust some of the arrangements in school to reflect this new way of life, whilst maintaining the capacity to quickly and effectively implement our outbreak management plan when it's required. So as part of this review, we're keen to change the arrangements for drop-off and pick-up times for class for summer term onwards, so that parents and carers don't have to wait on the playground for staggered drop-off collection times where they have more than one child in school. I'm sure that will be beneficial for all of us. So from after the Easter holidays, drop-off for the classes will be between 8:45 and 9 a.m, the same time slot for every class, whichever class your child is in. Collection time will be the same for all classes from 3 o'clock for all classes. Now, drop-off and collections will remain in the same locations as they are currently, so early years will continue to use their class gates for Oak and Elm classes. Year 1 will continue to use the car park entrance from Clydesdale, and then Year 2 and Year 6 classes will be dropped off and collected all via the main playground. So where parents and carers are collecting children from more than one of those gates, we just ask that you collect your youngest child or children first before collecting from the older classes. Your class teachers will remain with children until they're collected. In the interest of keeping everyone safe and to ensure that staff can safely dismiss all children, we're going to continue to ask that parents and carers maintain their distance from class lines for dismissal and wait for their child to be handed over from their class teacher, just as we currently do. It just keeps our lines of sight much clearer and allows for us to ensure that all children are with the correct adults. So please don't come over to where your children are being dismissed, as it would make the area very crowded. Our staff team will supervise their classes from 8:45 at drop-off, so once your child joins their class line, we just ask that you only approach staff at these times if there's an urgent message to pass on. All the other ways of communicating with your class teachers remain, so you can contact direct via the class emails or via the school office, and class teachers will contact you back directly. We'll continue to have Mrs. Williams and I and our learning mentors and other members of the staff team on duty both at drop-off and collection times, so that we'll be available for parents and carers to speak to at these times, while the class teachers concentrate on welcoming the children and making sure they're ready for the day. We have found that sociable time with the class teachers at the start of the day has been a really good settler for the children, so we are keen to continue that. We would like to take this opportunity to remind all parents and carers that in the interest of safety, dogs are not allowed on the school grounds at any time or in any area. Thank you for ensuring that this guidance is followed. And on a further safety note, children are not to access the field or the play equipment at any time before or after school. It's important that where they're waiting to go to join their lines at the start of the day or where they've been dismissed, they remain with the grown-ups who've collected or who are dropping off for everyone's safety. Thank you for your support with this. Beyond our drop-off and collection arrangements, we'd also like to begin to welcome parents back into school as soon as possible. We've missed having the opportunity for you to come in and celebrate your children's work in school, and also to work alongside us supporting in different areas of our school curriculum. Thank you to all of the parents who volunteered to help in school. Mrs. Williams is collating all of the information and will be contacting parents regarding their offers in due course. We plan to invite parents and carers in to celebrate their children's learning and work this year with their children as part of 2 opportunities via an open morning and an after-school session where parents and carers can visit classes with their child and look through their work. This will take place in summer term, and further details and dates, arrangements and times will be shared in a date overview for summer term for parents, which we aim to send out early next term. We'll also be sharing further information about Year 6 Leavers events and celebrations planned for next term in due course. Once again, thank you for your patience while we haven't been able to have these opportunities in school, and we all look forward to sharing them with you as we go into next term. Finally, we plan to hold our next Parent Forum meeting, not virtually via these videos, but face-to-face in the school hall on Wednesday the 6th of July at 9 a.m. Refreshments will be available from 8:45 in our school hall. So as you drop your child off, you'd be welcome to come in and enjoy the refreshments and settle for the meeting, which will start promptly at 9. Please note that the minutes from this meeting will be shared with all parents and carers, and the agenda will also be circulated prior to the meeting so that comments can be received and considered from those parents and carers who are unable to attend the meeting in person. Please also note that the aim of the forum is that we rotate the timings and days to try and make them as easily accessible for as many parents and carers across the school year. Therefore, in autumn and spring term meetings in next academic year will be planned for an afternoon and an evening meeting, so that there is a balance to timings and days for families. We hope this is helpful for everybody.
With regards to reading and spelling in partnership with parents, we value parent and carers' ongoing support with home learning and recognise and appreciate the key role parents and carers play in securing key skills of reading and spelling at home through regular practice and consolidation of current learning for each child. We are determined for all of our children to secure basic skills and love for reading, and believe that this can be best achieved when we work together in partnership with you as parents and carers. Regular reading both at school and at home is crucial for this to happen. Our aim for all children's home reading is to strive for 5. We reward those children who achieve this with their home reading. When home reading books are returned to school each week, diaries are monitored to reward children for regular reading at home. A sticker is placed in your child's reading diary each week, stating what reward your child has achieved for their week's home reading. Where this is evidence that your child has read 5 times through 5 brief comments, your child will be awarded 3 team points. Where your child has read 4 times, they'll be awarded 2 team points. And where they have read 3 times, they'll be awarded 1 team point. We also appreciate parent and carer support in sharing their child's Reading for Pleasure book alongside their match level reading book, which further promotes a love of reading together. Alongside this important reading work at home, your child is regularly heard read in school in a variety of ways, depending on where your child is in their reading journey. In EYFS and Key Stage 1, this on a daily basis as part of their read writing phonics sessions. Your child reading is matched from a phonics book of their assessed level rather than their home reader. A sticker is put into the child's reading diary, feeding back to parents and carers about the text that you've been reading in school that week. In Key Stage 2, all children accessing daily phonics will be read with on a daily basis. For those children in Key Stage 2 who are not on phonics, this is a combination of reading from their home reader and twice weekly guided reading sessions matched to a reading book shared in school. Where children are reading phonics banded or colour banded books as your child progresses in their reading, the relevant sticker or celebration sheet informing you of their move to the next step of their reading journey will be sent home. Staff also provide next steps and ways to further support reading in all year groups as part of our parent-teacher discussions. Where any parents or carers have concerns or questions about their child's reading or would appreciate further guidance on how to support at home with reading, please do not hesitate to contact your child's class teacher via their class email, and your child's teacher will be happy to discuss this further with you. In terms of spelling, prior to the pandemic, we moved away from sending weekly spelling lists home for children, as research evidences that the impact of such weekly one-off tests does not secure long-term sticky spelling knowledge or skills. As part of our school curriculum plans, we instead focus on quality, regular teaching of spelling skills through the use of read writing and no-nonsense spelling programmes, which children across the school access regularly. Children working on read writing access daily spelling work linked to application of their known phonics in writing. Children working beyond read writing access 3 times a week no-nonsense spelling lessons matched to their age group specific objectives. Children are then supported to consistently apply these skills in their written work across the curriculum. These spelling sessions focus on securing confidence in key spelling skills as well as in playing with words and spellings to explore patterns and addressing common misconceptions regarding frequently misspelt words. As with reading or any other aspect of your child's learning, where any parent or carer have any concerns or questions about their child's spelling or would appreciate further guidance on how to support at home with spellings, please do not hesitate to contact your child's class teacher via their class email, and your child's teacher will be happy to discuss this further with you.
As part of our requests for agenda items for this video, parents and carers have once again raised concerns about persistent and dangerous inconsiderate parking on the corners of Clydesdale in particular. You'll have seen through numerous reminders in newsletters and our work with PCSO Wendy Dalton that we strive as far as possible to spread the message of safe parking, considerate parking at all times near school in the interest of safety for everybody. We've had tremendous support from the vast majority of our parents and carers with regards to our parent parking charter, which was introduced earlier this year. However, we still do have a small number of parents and carers who persist in parking on or near corners, and this causes increased and very real risks to both children, families and our local residents. I must urge all of our school community to be mindful of the unnecessary and needless dangers caused by such inconsiderate parking, and thank the vast majority of parents who strive, wherever possible, to be as safe as possible around our school.
As with all schools, we are conscious of getting the balance right for events including dress-up days for families, for example, World Book Day. In gathering feedback and ideas for this video, we have received positive feedback about our approach to these days this year, with parents and carers appreciating the inclusive and flexible approach as it takes the pressure off parents and carers and children, whilst ensuring children still benefit from the fun and special nature of such days in the school calendar. We have also had some parents comment on their support moving away from the expectation that children will dress up for such days, as from an environmental perspective, this helps reduce increased reliance on plastics and increased waste. We are conscious, however, that these views are not shared by all parents and carers, and some parents and carers have requested that we consider moving to a pyjama or bedtime wear day next year for World Book Day, so there is a balance of no requirement for costumes to be purchased, while there is further clarity with regards to what the children are being requested to wear that day. We appreciate, as we assure parents and carers will, that this is one of the many areas of school life that will not be able to please or satisfy all parents and carers with regards to, as everyone has their independent view on this. We will continue to listen to feedback from both parents and children regarding these days and use this feedback to inform future plans. However, we will continue to aim to focus on there being little pressure, both financially and environmentally, with regards to plans for such days moving forward. We will also continue to communicate information about such days and events in a timely manner and ask that any queries about such events in school are shared with the school at the earliest opportunity so that these can be addressed as swiftly as possible. Thank you.
As we move away from the pandemic and adjusting to living with COVID, I'm sure you'll be aware that full attendance at school during term time is vital to ensure key learning is not missed. Whilst we all work hard together to address lost learning from the impact of the pandemic, this is more vital than ever, and we appreciate parent and carer support in ensuring that their child attends school at all times when they're well enough to do so. We have had a significant increase in requests for term time holidays over the last few months, and I must stress that school is duty bound to follow the local authority protocol and guidance on absences in term time, and therefore such requests are highly unlikely to be authorised, and they may result in a fixed penalty fine being issued as per this agreed protocol. I'd also like to highlight that term dates are shared with families in advance to support the planning of holidays, so that parents and carers are urged to plan for this in advance to avoid such fixed penalty fines. This advance notice enables families to take advantage of opportunities where school dates differ from other local authorities. For example, the forthcoming Easter break, where Cheshire West and Chester dates differ from the vast majority of local authorities, meaning that holiday prices are lower for part of this school holiday period than usual. Another opportunity for forward planning in this manner are our inset days, which are also a chance to take advantage of such possible savings. It's vital that families make a note of key dates such as national testing periods, such as SATs, where children must be in school to access assessments, as these assessments aren't permitted to be sat on different times if your child is absent for them. Thank you for your ongoing support in this vital work.
Some parents and carers have inquired as to whether there will be a return to the provision of hot snacks at break times for children moving forward. At the moment, we have no current plans to reinstate this provision, as having reviewed this, we have found that this has led to a vast majority of children spending much of their break in queues for snack rather than getting the fresh air and exercise breaks. We will continue to review this moving forward and ask that parents and carers continue to support schools' healthy lifestyles approach by ensuring that any snack provided from home is healthy and is not crisps or chocolate or sweet base. We would like to remind parents and carers that we are a nut-free school and emphasise that it is vital to follow regarding snacks from home due to severe nut allergies we currently have in school. We will continue to provide all EYFS and Key Stage 1 children with fresh fruit for break as part of the National Fruit Scheme.
Finally, we'd like to thank the parents and carers who took time to complete our recent parent-carer survey. We'll be collating all of the feedback from these surveys over the coming weeks and using them to inform our plans for next academic year. We hope you found this video useful, and please don't forget that the weekly Head Teachers newsletters are a good way to get regular updates from school. These are sent out weekly via Parent Pay and are published on our school website. Despite us hopefully moving on from COVID-19 and the worries and concerns the pandemic brought, we continue to live in uncertain and upsetting times, and the ongoing war and crisis in Ukraine is a painful and upsetting reminder that our children continue to need to be supported to make sense of the world around them in a supportive and beneficial manner. With this in mind, we're going to be working with all classes before the Easter break on a special project to enable each child to create a notebook cover design as a gift for child refugees entering our country as a personal welcome from child to child. These special notebooks will then be passed on to a charity who are working with refugees' families to share a heartfelt welcome from the children of these families from our pupils. We'll further update you regarding this project via our weekly Head Teacher newsletters. Thank you for your ongoing support and partnership to ensure that all of our children are as happy, well supported and provided for, so that every child can thrive and reach their full potential during their time at school.